How's it going, guys? We just got back from NAB. We had a pretty good time. While I have Chris here, I wanted to talk with him, since this was his first NAB also, just to see what he enjoyed about it.
You know, I mean, we were there at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we kind of both experienced a lot of the same thing, even though we planned on, you know, taking different classes, taking different courses and things like that. But I think by far and large, the biggest thing that I gained from NAB is really more applicable to future NAB experiences, and that is spend more time on the show floor and look at the speakers at the actual exhibits as opposed to taking classes.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was kind of my experience with it as well. I definitely learned a little bit in the classes, but for the most part, it was nothing that I couldn't have learned on my own through a 5-10 minute tutorial on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think for anybody that hasn't attended NAB, it's worth pointing out that these speakers are great. I mean, they're extremely gifted, they're talented, they know their business, but when they're catering to such a large group of people, I mean, they've got to paint with a huge brush.
Exactly.
And, so for guys like us, there were some classes I sat in and I'm like, man, this is 101. I already know this stuff. Mm-hmm. But, I did take a lot of good notes, and I'm going to bring a lot of good things back that I think in the end we're going to create some videos to show exactly the things that we learned that made the most sense to us, that hopefully the amateur, the beginner that's watching our channel would gain some valuable knowledge from learning the things that we did experience.
I think the best thing you could do for your money would definitely be to collaborate and go to the showroom floor and see the latest gear, talk with other creatives.
Go with the expressed intent to network. Mm-hmm. Network with people, meet people, go to booths. Like, I was blown away that at the Adobe booth, they had Andrew Kramer speaking at the Adobe booth. That wasn't in any of my handouts.
No, it was not. That was all a surprise to me.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was probably out there, but for a first-timer, I was more focused on, hey, what are the classes? Not, hey, what's happening on the exhibit floor. And then to go over and happen upon the Aperture booth to see...
David Supertramp.
Yeah, to just leaving the Adobe booth and happened to stumble upon the Aperture booth where Devin Supertramp was sitting on stage talking about his channel and his progress and the things that he's experienced. Mm-hmm. And I know you saw a couple of the YouTube stars there that I didn't get to see. Mm-hmm. If you can rub shoulders with guys like that, like, it's totally worth the experience. It's totally worth the cost. And now I will say, from my experience, I think the most frustrating thing, and you know this, I went with a significant amount of cash that Candace didn't know I had. And
hidden from the wife.
Let's just say I was going to go and buy a bunch of stuff and come back and be like, look what I won. But I couldn't get anybody to take my money.
None of us could.
It's like, I wanted to buy an on-camera light for vlogging. I wanted to buy a new gimbal for vlogging and for just in general better stabilization. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until Wednesday when we were getting ready to leave that I actually got an Aperture light from the Aperture place because nobody else had them in stock.
Oh yeah.
And ended up finding we ended up leaving Aperture and I found a small booth, Photodiox, that were really good and a great bang for the buck, and I got hooked up there. Mm-hmm. And I'll use those lights from now on. I mean, they had some a really good selection of lights that we're definitely going to go back and look at as we start building our kits and things like that. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, what did you buy yesterday?
Yeah. So on day one,
Couldn't buy it at NAB, so
Monday I tried to buy a Zion Crane 3, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna sell them on Wednesday. The show models for 25% off." So I was like, "All right, we're gonna get one. I'm taking this baby home." Showed up Tuesday just to make sure that was still a go, and somebody came in with money and bought them all. So it'll be here Wednesday, and I'm gonna start.
You'll be playing with it Wednesday
I will
afternoon?
be playing with my Zion Crane 3 Wednesday. You can count on it.
That you will.
You can count on it. And I'll probably even do a little small video just
unboxing.
Doing a happy dance, kind of like the one we did with the robot. You know, those were my experiences.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the heck out of it. I mean, Vegas is a great town. We went to the big giveaway that was sponsored by LumaForge. We didn't win anything, but you know,
we didn't.
We stuck it out. We stuck it out and waited till the end. Watched people run up and down the aisles winning free stuff that was valuable. Learned a lot of good stuff. But
that LumaForge, and I was very interested in the jellyfish and the jellyfish mobile that they were talking about, and it looked like something possibly in the future would be something good to invest in.
And I think to anybody that's increasing their assets, their equipment assets, like we are with the Ninja 5 and you know, the Shogun and these external recorders that we're able to record in 10-bit and RAW and 4K, and our file sizes just generally get larger. Applications like Jellyfish that isn't just an external storage device, but is also, you know, a media management software system that you get customer support and you get workflow advice from the guys at LumaForge. I mean, that, you know, the price tag is a little bit larger than just a general run-of-the-mill hard drive. But just for the
customer service that you get, it seems to be well worth it, because how long did they sit and talk to us?
Oh, man, we sat and talked to those guys for probably 45 minutes on the floor, and then ran into them again at the LumaForge, at the show, the giveaway, and, you know, had more conversation. I mean, we talked to him for at least an hour there. And the poor guy, the poor rep, I forget his name now, but I chased him down as he was leaving the door to ask more questions. And so they were great. I mean, the customer service there is top notch, and I think there's going to be definitely a room for us with relationship with them in the future that's going to pay off big time. I mean, what was your impression? I mean, you know, like I said, it's our first experience. What was your first impression of overall?
Overall, I really enjoyed the experience. Do I think it was worth all the money invested into it? No. I think if we were doing it from a learning standpoint, we should have just done one of those very extensive workshops that they had on After Effects, those 2-day classes, you know, something like that. But
something where it's a little more hands-on to you as a
not just an hour class or 2-hour class studying the basics of that subject. And I thought they were going to be more detailed on that subject.
There definitely was, you know, all in all, there were some really good nuggets, I think, that we took home from it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Built some great relationships with people.
Made some great connections. Looking forward to, you know, going to LumaForge out in California, going to visit their facility.
In Burbank.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be a good trip. You know, hopefully that'll come to pass. You know, getting some of this new gear that we're bought and mastering it. Not just buying it and hooking up a camera to it and not getting it to do what we think it should do and then setting it in the closet like I've done so many times before, and really just maximizing the equipment that we have now and making better content with good stories, good light, good lenses, and but first and foremost, good stories. Just a really good storyline.
I completely agree.
It's gonna be interesting to see where we go from here now that we got this, you know, extra knowledge, so to speak, from NAB, and see how it transforms who we are and what we do.
Oh yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up this episode. We had a great time at NAB. Please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. And once again, thanks for watching.